I'm staying in the island of Arran, gorgeous view there, and I've just discovered a whole new genre of porn. It's wardrobe porn. This is a spectacular wardrobe. I'm just going to pull out for a better view. Looks fairly ordinary from the outside. So beautifully finished in solid wood. So let's open it and have a look, see what makes this so special. It's a little bit stiff in the door because it's showing its age. So opening it out, we've got this amazing array of cubby holes and shelves, and we'll start at the top. Now, I love that everything is labelled, so here we can see it's dress shirts, and reaching under there's a little knob, and by doing that I can change the dividers into different shapes and sizes. Below that we've got the hat shelf. This is a beautiful velvet surface there. And in here is your dress vests. And these shelves underneath all finished in this nice chromed nickel, I think it's going to be. They slide in and out, a little bit sticky at the moment, but I'm sure that could be sorted out fairly easily. Now we'll move to the door. You've got a nice mirror for doing your toiletries. And here's I love the way they call this requisitories, or requisites rather. So a little shelf for putting bits on. I'm guessing that's for male grooming. Now we've got a lock up there. Now if I take the key off the front, we can open this up. And again, I love the detail here. All these beautiful hinges. That's for your private storage, and you've got a little bit of security there to stop you jamming it open. Metalled edges, and there we can see the name. It's a compactum of 143 Regent Street, London W1, and a whole bunch of patents as well. Now we've also, I'll just put the key down for the moment. We've got these shelves here. And if I open these up, they swing out like so. And they're all again beautifully labelled. So we've got collars, dress collars, handkerchiefs, and then more socks, gloves, socks, sundries, and spare just in case I haven't covered all the bases. And these are divided into two with again these nicely chromed brackets that will hold them all together. And just look at that lovely dovetailing, and everything's beautifully finished in this. That's what I like about it. So that'll separate like that to actually let you get into these. There's a 3 divider there, and then these are divided into 2 internally. And we'll just close those up. And at the bottom here, there's a glass fronted drawer. There you can see there's a rather stiff drawer there, and there would have been 2 little handles. There's one there, and you can just see where the other one was mounted. Unfortunately, that's broken off because it is rather stiff. And I again love this hinge here. It's very solid, certainly carrying quite a lot of cantilever weight, but the whole thing is beautifully engineered. Now we've only looked at one half so far, so let's come along here. And the first thing is I couldn't figure out how to get into it initially, but there's a little button there if I can find my finger. And when I push that button, this will then open. And we'll start with the door. So first of all, you've got a little shelf there to carry, I'm guessing, hairbrushes or something. And then below that there's a tie rack. Would have been spring loaded originally, but is now held up with a little bit of piece of sellotape. And then we've got braces. Now, if you think about it, in the old days, braces were secured by pairs of buttons on the trouser waistband, and I'm guessing that you'd have just popped your waist, pop the fasteners of the braces over these 2 studs here, which are about the same distance as the buttons would have been, and just loop them over and then put the back bit in first, probably the 2 front bits on it after that. And to the right of that we've got scarves and wraps. Again, is sprung bra arm nut that pulls out. In the middle here, it's not labelled, but again, a beautiful clip that's going to hold a gentleman's cane, I'm guessing. Just pull out a little bit. And I did forget, but you've got a soft collars rack there. It's a nice little thing. Again, the spring is working on that. It's got a little patent mark at the bottom there. Now, moving back to the main wardrobe again, obviously being a Scottish Island, this one's come complete with a kilt, and although it's quite a heavy rail, this should, I'm going to use one hand here, it should roll along, and out it comes for easy access. Now I love the detail of that beautiful handle there. And on both sides we've got this little container here, which I'm guessing you'd put mothballs or lavender in, I'm not sure which. There's another one on that side. And underneath we've got a fairly basic shoe rack, but it's nice and solidly built. It's stood the test of time. Now, interestingly, we can see that there's a screw here, and coming down there's other little holes which would take screws. There's a total of 4 of those, and I'm guessing that this is actually a modular system. So you could choose exactly how you want it put together, and quite possibly, I'd imagine originally you'd have got a 2-width unit or a 3-width unit, but the fact that it's been put together separately suggests that it's a modular system. I'm guessing this is something like 1910, which is about as far back as you'd go if you're still using soft colours, but it could be older than that. I'm going to take the key, and we're going to move to the front again for the pièce de résistance. Now you'll notice that, and I'll have to make sure I lock it. So now it's locked, but you notice there's 2 keyholes, and the second keyhole here it isn't actually working, it doesn't engage. It's going to need a little bit of adjustment, and we can see that the veneer is a little bit broken there, but here's this lovely little ring here, and this is now going to fold out, and I just love this. You know, the night before you'd take out your suit, your trousers, your shirt. Obviously this would take your jacket, and I'm guessing your trousers would fold over the top and go behind the jacket on top of this rail here. And then you could fold your tie over there and probably hang your shirt on a coat hanger here. And you can see that there's a fixing there that allows this to slot back in, and it would lock if this engaged. But all in all, it's a marvellous piece of engineering. I hate to think how much this would have cost in its day. Let's see if I can get far enough back to give you the whole thing. Probably not. Clearly need a bigger room. There, we're just about there. But it's a marvellous piece of engineering and carpentry. And that concludes the first episode in Wardrobe Porn.